A plane vanished mid-flight, no distress call, no wreckage. Radar showed the plane suddenly veering off its planned route. As if guided by an invisible hand, military radar lost the blip at 35,000 feet. The plane simply disappeared from the screen. Search teams scrambled across thousands of square miles of ocean. They found nothing, no wreckage, no oil slick. Families gathered at airports, clutching photos, waiting for news that never came. Agony stretched into days. The world watched in disbelief. How could a plane vanish without a trace in the 21st century? No distress call was ever received. The last communication was routine. Good night, Malaysian 370. The aircraft had recently passed inspection. Weather was clear. No mechanical issues were reported. Everything was normal. But the plane was gone. The black box pingers went silent after 30 days. No signal was ever found. Investigators considered hijacking, pilot suicide, mechanical failure, but no evidence supported any theory. The pilot had over 18,000 flight hours. His co-pilot was equally experienced. Their records were spotless. The mystery deepens with each passing hour. We are about to uncover the impossible. But first, we must ask, how can a plane simply vanish? The aircraft was a state-of-the-art jet, a marvel of modern engineering. It had just passed its latest inspection with flying colors. The pilot was highly experienced. With over 15,000 flight hours, his record was spotless. His reputation impeccable. The entire crew had perfect records. No disciplinary actions. No mistakes. They were considered the best in the fleet. Passengers from 14 different countries boarded that day. A diverse group. Families, business travelers, even a celebrity. No known threats were on board. No suspicious individuals. Background checks revealed nothing unusual. Weather was clear that night. No turbulence reported. The sky was a perfect canvas of stars. The flight path was over open ocean. No land for thousands of miles. The plane was alone in the vastness. Last communication was routine. A simple handoff to the next air traffic control. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is just the beginning. Subscribe to see more amazing content. Fire. No signs of mechanical issues. The plane had recently passed inspection. Every system was functioning perfectly. Everything seemed normal. The passengers settled in. The crew prepared for a long flight. Then, without warning, it all changed. The aircraft was a state-of-the-art jet. It had just passed its latest inspection with flying colors. No one expected what happened next. The pilot was highly experienced. With over 15,000 flight hours, his record was spotless. His reputation impeccable, but even experts can face the unknown. The entire crew had perfect records. No disciplinary actions. No mistakes. They were considered the best in the fleet. Yet, they vanished without a trace. Search teams launched a massive operation across thousands of square miles. Aircraft patrolled the skies while ships combed the waves. Every lead, no matter how small, was pursued with urgency. Days turned into weeks with no sign of the missing plane. The vastness of the ocean made the search nearly impossible. Families held on to hope as the search continued. The world watched, wondering how such a plane could vanish. The investigation was the largest in aviation history. Yet, the ocean kept its secrets tightly guarded. Satellites circled the globe, scanning for any trace of debris. Advanced imaging technology peered through clouds and darkness. Analysts reviewed countless images from space. Each pixel was examined for anything unusual. The ocean's surface revealed nothing. No oil slicks, no floating seats, no emergency flares. The vast emptiness of the open ocean swallowed any evidence. Technology, our greatest tool, seemed powerless here. The search expanded further, into deeper waters. The mystery deepened with each failed lead. Underwater drones descended into the crushing depths. They mapped the seabed with sonar and cameras. The ocean floor, a silent graveyard of unknown stories. Each dive lasted hours, covering miles of terrain. The pressure at those depths was immense. Yet, no wreckage appeared on any of the screens. The drones returned empty-handed. Their missions incomplete. The ocean held its breath. Keeping its secrets, scientists calculated the plane's last known position. Still, the vastness of the ocean prevailed. Weeks passed, and still, no trace of the aircraft. The search area had grown exponentially. Hope began to fade among the families. The media coverage intensified. Yet nothing new emerged. The absence of wreckage defied all logic. Aviation experts were baffled by the lack of evidence. The ocean seemed to have swallowed the plane whole. No debris. No oil slicks. Nothing to indicate where it might have gone. The investigation entered uncharted territory. Literally, the black box pingers, designed to last for days, went silent. This was a critical turning point in the search. Without the flight data recorder, clues were scarce. The pingers had been the last best hope. Their silence meant the search would become even harder. Deep-sea listening devices picked up nothing. The technology that might have guided searchers to the site failed them. The families waited, hearts heavy with dread. Each passing day made finding answers less likely. Analysts pored over data from flights in the same region. They looked for patterns or anomalies that might offer clues. Other aircraft had flown similar paths without incident. Weather conditions across the area were identical. No unusual events had occurred in the hours before the disappearance. The data revealed nothing out of the ordinary. This was not a case of mistaken identity or miscommunication. The plane had genuinely vanished, leaving no digital trace. Hijacking emerged as a possible explanation. Investigators examined the flight path and communications. They checked for any signs of struggle or unauthorized commands. The plane had deviated from its course, which could indicate hijacking. Yet, no demands were made, and no one claimed responsibility. The crew had not reported any issues. The passengers included no known extremists or suspicious individuals. This theory, like many others, failed to explain the complete absence of wreckage. The pilot's background was scrutinized with intense focus. Every aspect of his career and personal life was examined. He had thousands of hours of flying experience. His records showed no incidents or disciplinary actions. His family and colleagues described him as professional and meticulous. No signs of mental distress or financial problems were found. This was not the profile of a pilot who would deliberately crash a plane. The investigation moved on, leaving this theory behind. No evidence of foul play was discovered during the investigation. This eliminated many potential explanations. Mechanical failure was considered next. The aircraft had recently passed inspection. Its maintenance records were impeccable. No known technical issues had been reported. The plane's systems were state-of-the-art. Yet, mechanical failure could not account for the complete absence of wreckage. The theory seemed unlikely, but it was explored thoroughly. Theories of pilot error were also examined closely. Could a mistake have led to such a catastrophic outcome? The flight had been routine until it wasn't. The pilot had followed standard procedures. There was no indication of confusion or misjudgment. The plane's last known actions were not consistent with known error patterns. This theory, too, failed. Theories spread like wildfire across the internet. Conspiracy theorists seized the moment. No evidence, just speculation fueled by fear. How could a plane vanish without a trace? Theories ranged from the plausible to the absurd. Each claim added to the confusion. The truth was nowhere to be found. Families waited, hearts heavy with doubt. Theories offered false comfort. Some claimed aliens abducted the plane. UFO enthusiasts pointed to radar anomalies. Theories of extraterrestrial intervention gained traction. Believers shared blurry photos online. These stories offered a fantastical explanation. Yet, no proof existed. The idea of alien technology intrigued many. It was a comforting thought for some, but reality remained stubbornly silent. Others whispered of a government cover-up. Secret weapons tests explained the vanishing. They said, military secrets kept from the public. This theory tapped into distrust. People imagined classified technology at work. The government remained silent on the matter. Each day without answers fueled the rumor. The official story felt inadequate. Something, they believed, was being hidden. The time warp theory captured imaginations. The plane entered a wormhole. Some suggested a journey through time or space. This idea bordered on science fiction. Yet, it offered a dramatic explanation. Where could the plane have gone? The theory was impossible to disprove. It gave hope in a bizarre way. Perhaps the passengers were safe elsewhere. But science offered no support. A darker theory emerged. Pilot suicide, deliberate action to end the flight. Investigators found no evidence to support this. The pilot's family denied the possibility. Yet, the theory persisted. It offered a grim explanation. Some believed the pilot had a breaking point. Stress and pressure could push anyone. But no proof existed. It remained just another guess. Hijacking theories took many forms. Some said the plane landed on a secret island. Others believed it was forced to a remote location. Each scenario involved unknown captors. No ransom was demanded. No communication was received. The lack of evidence made these theories weak. Yet, they offered a sense of control. Someone must have taken the plane. The truth remained hidden. One bizarre claim suggested the plane never existed. A hoax orchestrated by unknown parties. The evidence was real, but the story was fake. This theory ignored all facts. It was pure speculation, yet it gained a small following. Some questioned the existence of the flight itself. The idea was too strange to ignore. It added to the mystery. Another theory claimed the plane landed safely, hidden away in a remote location. Passengers and crew alive but unseen. This gave hope to families. They clung to the possibility, but no evidence supported this. Time passed, and no one appeared. The theory faded. It was too good to be true. The reality remained unchanged. Each theory had its dedicated followers. Online communities built around these ideas. People shared stories and evidence. They created their own narratives. Theories evolved and changed. New twists were added daily, but none offered real answers. The truth remained elusive. Theories only added confusion. Families longed for facts, not fiction. The lack of evidence frustrated investigators. Theories without proof were useless, yet they filled the void. The public craved answers. Theories provided something to hold on to, even if they were false. The media reported each new idea. The story remained in the headlines, but the truth stayed hidden. Theories only deepened the mystery. Theories became increasingly outlandish over time. Some claimed the plane had dis. Years have passed since the vanishing flight. Yet the families still wait for a single word of closure. The official investigation remains open, but without wreckage. The black box pingers have long gone silent. New technology like advanced satellite imaging may one day solve this mystery. But for now, it remains elusive. The vanishing flight teaches us a humbling lesson. Our understanding of the sky is far from complete. We don't have all the answers. And that uncertainty is a reminder of the vast unknown that surrounds us. Perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. A testament to the limits of human knowledge. The story is not over. New clues could emerge from the depths of the ocean or from declassified files. Families continue to hope, clinging to the belief that one day they will know what happened to their loved ones. The case remains a stark reminder that even in our modern world, the unknown still holds power over us. We are left with questions, not answers. The vanishing flight has become a symbol of the inexplicable. And yet, the search for truth continues. Perhaps one day, the sky will give up its secret. Hi there. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. Smiling face with smiling eyes, subscribe now before the next video. We have a special upload tomorrow. High voltage.